Hello everybody, myself Dr. Srividya. Today I am going to discuss regarding black fungus and how we can able to prevent it. This black fungus or mucormycosis is a very rare and most dreadful fungal infection witnessing among COVID-19 patients across hospitals in India. It is not something new. This fungus is there hanging around us. This fungus is there in soil, dead vegetable and animal matter, even in animal waste product, moist environment and in polluted environment we can able to see this fungus. But not to everybody this fungal infection is taking place. Why it is so? Because our immunity is stronger enough so that we won't get this infection. But what is happening in COVID-19 patient? In COVID-19 patient, already there is a battle taken place inside their body between this coronavirus and their immune system. So after this COVID-19 infection, our immunity will become very much weaker so that we can easily get opportunistic infections like black fungus. So what are the risk factors? First one is steroid. Steroid, if high doses of steroids are taken for a long time without proper medical supervision will increases the risk for the infection, that is black fungus, because it will reduce our immunity. Second one is uncontrolled diabetes. Then third one is in humidifier, if they are using unsterilized water. Usually we are giving oxygen, that is humidified oxygen, to the patients. So that humidifier used have to be sterilized properly. That water should be sterilized properly and used. If unhygienic water is used, again chances are there for this black fungal infection. Then fourth one is other infections such as HIV, tuberculosis, etc. will reduces their immunity. So those who are having this HIV or tuberculosis infection can easily get this black fungal infection. Then another thing, those who are taking immunosuppressive drugs. What do you mean by immunosuppressive drugs? Those who had adopted an organ transplanted patient. Organ transplanted patient, what is happening? They had adopted an organ from outside. So what doctors will do? Doctors will give some medicine which will suppresses their immunity. Why? Because our body is having a tendency to reject the foreign body which won't belongs to us. So organ transplanted means some other organ from some other people, it is transplanted inside our body. So in order to reduce our immunity, they will give some immunosuppressive drugs. So our immunity is very much reduced so that we can easily get this opportunistic infection such as black fungus. Then fourth one is you have to be while steam inhalation also you have to see like whether any black spot is there in that water. Sometimes it will be the spore of this black fungal infection. So sterilized water or good water or purified water only you have to use for steam inhalation. That moisture or steam won't cause any problem. So if that water is not good, if water is not sterilized, if that water consists of that spore of that black fungus, chances are there for entering of that spore through our nose. So usually if any spore enter inside our nose, nothing will happen because our immunity is very much stronger. But after COVID, if that we are doing steam inhalation and if that water is not purified, chances are there for that organism to enter inside the body. And how this black fungus will enter inside the body? Mainly through inhalation. Inhalation, how it will enter inside the body? Usually spores will be there in the air. it will enter inside the body. What do you mean by spore? Spore is an encapsulated component of that fungus. Encapsulated means spore will be in the inactive form. It won't cause any damage. So once it's enter inside the body, it will become active, it will multiply and it will infect our body. Likewise, this spores can infect us. So usually by inhalation, this spores will or this black fungus will enter inside the body. So different types are there. According to different types, the mode of entry will change. So we will discuss one by one each type. First one is rhinocerebral mucormycosis. Rhinocerebral means usually the spores will enter inside through nose and it will enter our sinuses. What do you mean by sinuses? Sinuses are air holes in the skull. So it will enter inside and afterwards it will affect our eyes and afterwards it will reach the cerebrum and afterwards it will reach the brain. So rhinocerebral mucormycosis. What are the symptoms? Rhinocerebral mucormycosis. First, some congestion of nose will be there. First symptom will be congestion of the nose. Then sinusitis, similar symptoms. Then afterwards, once it reaches the eyes, redness and blackish discoloration around eyes, edema of the eyes, even the puffiness of one side of the face, and afterwards drooping of the eyelid. What do you mean by drooping of the eyelids? The eyelids will become like drooped, can't able to move, and afterwards eyes can't able to move in any side, and after that it will reach the cerebrum, and once it reaches the brain, it is very difficult to treat. That is rhinocerebral variety. Second one is pulmonary mucormycosis. Pulmonary means once we inhale, it will directly enter inside the lungs. So what will be the symptoms? Symptoms will be cough, breathing difficulty and bleeding from nose, etc. are the symptoms. Then third one is gastrointestinal mucormycosis. What do you mean by gastrointestinal mucormycosis? It will enter inside the gastrointestinal tract, that is stomach, intestine, etc. The symptoms will be nausea, vomiting and even vomiting of blood, severe abdominal pain, etc. These are the varieties, these are the symptoms of the gastrointestinal mucormycosis. Then fourth one is cutaneous. So cutaneous, how it will be? The fungus will affect our skin. How it will enter inside the skin? Through some injuries or through some burns. Through some injuries, it will enter inside the body. So what will be the symptoms? Symptoms will be blackish discoloration of the skin, even decaying of the skin with severe pain. These are the symptoms of cutaneous mucormycosis. Then another variety is disseminated. Disseminated is a very horrible form of mucormycosis. The infection will directly affect the blood. So the infection will enter inside the whole body and it is a very much dangerous situation. So usually in like black fungus affecting post-COVID patients are rhinocerebral or pulmonary variety. Okay, so many members are having a question like whether this black fungus is contagious. This COVID-19 is contagious, right? So whether this black fungus is contagious, whether it will spread from person to person. No, it is not at all contagious. So it will enter inside through the nose, and if our immune system is weaker only, it will affect us. If we are having a stronger immunity, this black fungus can't able to affect us. So what are the symptoms? Usual symptoms will be, I told you, like puffiness of the face, sinusitis like symptoms, and in the palate or in the nose we can able to see blackish discoloration. So these are the warning symptoms. Some breathing after COVID, if you are having any blackish discoloration in the upper palate means upside of the palate if any blackish discoloration is there, or in the nose any blackish discoloration is there. If we can't able to see, means through endoscopy we can able to see that blackish discoloration. And any blackish discoloration in the skin or around the eyes, any puffiness in one side of the face, or after COVID any disorientation, any confusion, etc., you have to report to the hospital immediately. These are the warning signs, because with treatment also this mortality of this black fungus is 50%. So from this we can able to understand how much serious this condition is. So if you are having any warning sign, you have to rush to the hospital. If correct treatment is started at correct time, you can able to save the life of the patient. Then how we can able to prevent? How we can able to prevent? You have to maintain good safety measures, like you have to wash your hand properly. And after COVID also, if you are diabetic or if your immunity is very much weaker, you have to wear N95 mask or double mask, surgical mask, double mask you have to use for at least 6 to 8 weeks for your safety. That too, if you are going in a place where industrialized area or polluted area or more dust is there, you have to use N95 mask, or you have to use surgical mask. That too, double mask you have to use. Then another thing, if any injury is there or if any burn is there, you should not have like you have to wear gloves or you have to wear boots when we are going out and when you are using soil. So you should not have any contact with the soil. That is very very important. If you are having any contact with the soil, you have to use gloves or you have to use boots. Okay, that is very important. So if we are having contact with the soil, chances are there for cutaneous mucormycosis. Another thing very very important, once our immunity is stronger, this opportunistic infection can't able to affect our body. So our motto should be, our immunity should be very much stronger. So you have to eat nutritious food rich in protein, vitamins, minerals, etc. So you have to eat a well balanced diet. And what are the things again you have to prevent is while cooler, the cooler is there, no, better not to use cooler after this COVID-19. Why? Because moisture will like in moist environment this fungus can able to grow. So better not use this cooler after COVID-19, because already your immunity is weaker. If this black fungus is there around us in moisture, it can grow faster. So because of that, don't use cooler. And another thing, better to use some air purifier so that our air will be free. And another thing, while steam inhalation, you have to check like whether any black spot is there in the water. If it is there, means you have to remove and you have to inhale or you have to use good water for steam inhalation. So don't worry, don't think like from today I should not do steam inhalation. No, if your immunity is stronger, nothing will affect you. So you have to see that water is clean, that's all. Okay, then another thing, humidifier used for oxygen saturation should be sterilized properly. And if you are using steroid, it is not a problem. You have to use steroid with correct or proper medical supervision, correct dose at correct interval you have to take. Okay, these are the things you have to take care for preventing this fungal infection. So another thing, you have to take your medicine at correct time, so that this diabetes you can able to control. If you are having some other infection like kidney disease and cardiac disease, you have to take that medication properly. So, what are the prevention we had discussed, and what are the treatment? So, treatment is antifungal therapy. They will be giving you antifungal injection. They will give you, but that injection is very much costly. And another thing, surgery is another option. Surgery, they will remove the part which is affected by this fungal infection. So these are the management. So prevention is better than cure. So you have to eat well. You have to adopt all those safety measures so that this black fungus won't affect you. So thank you. So if you are having any queries, you can ask me in comment. And if you find like my video is useful, please subscribe and share to maximum numbers. Thank you so much.